afternoon, friends. It's so good to be with you today and share with you some life lessons that I'm learning as I go through this pandemic. And I just finished riding the trails here, the mountain bike trails here at Markham Park. And it's a wonderful place to ride. You have beginners, you have experts. I'm kind of in between, trying to feel my way through and not embarrass myself on these trails. But it's great exercise, it's lots of fun. And I did invest in a mountain bike, and I must get the most out of my investment. I want to share with you some principles I'm learning that as I navigate these trails that I think are life lessons for us today as we seek to navigate these trails and trials of this pandemic that we're living in these crazy and uncertain times. The first thing I'm learning, I think, is elementary to all bike riders, and that is having a good sense of balance. And you and I both know, if you grew up like I did, I was an outdoor kid. I was always outside on my bike, riding to the store, riding to a friend's house. And before you or I learned to ride in those early years, we had on training wheels. I recall a few years ago when I taught my boys how to ride a bike for months and months. They had the training wheels on, and finally came the day of reckoning when the training wheels came off. I don't know if I was more nervous or they were, but they had their helmets on, and we took the training wheels off, and I walked behind them holding the seat of the bike, making sure that they wouldn't fall, trying to navigate. And they did fall a few times, but finally they learned the art of balance. In this life, we are sometimes torn and pulled to different extremes. Either we go hard into work and we're putting all our time into our career and trying to make money, or sometimes we go all into our family and our children or those who need our help. And sometimes it's hard to strike the right balance because life has so many demands. Life has so many pressures. Life can pull us to the left, to the right, up, down, but we must learn to, in order to navigate these trials and trails of life, have a proper sense of balance. That means sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to say, I can't do this, I can't go here, because that's going to take too much from me. I don't have the emotional energy to invest in your problem right now. Sometimes you have to push people aside because they can distract you and pull you and push you off balance. Second thing I'm learning is the need to replenish. Yes, on my bike there is a squeeze bottle because during these trails, especially navigating these trails, it pulls from you lots of energy. My shirt's wet, my head was wet a while ago, and I'm learning the importance of having enough fluids on me to replenish what I'm losing. Life pulls from you, doesn't it? Life pulls from you energy, whether it be emotional energy or spiritual energy. Life pulls from you. People pull from you. Your kids, your family, the job can pull from you, and you must learn how to replenish. For some, replenish may be your spirituality, going into time with God, spending time quiet listening or spending time in the Word of God. For others, your replenish may be pushing away and going out to the countryside or a log cabin somewhere and just being quiet. Whatever it takes for you to replenish, do it. Because if you don't take care of you, who else will? This water bottle is a lifesaver. Learn to replenish. And lastly, something I'm learning on these trails is trying to have the proper vision. Because the trails twist and turn. Sometimes the turns come up really fast as you're going down a hill. In a real way, life comes at you, and sometimes life takes you on twists, on turns. You can go up, you can go down. And if you don't have the proper vision, you can end up a casualty on the road of life. Vision is so important. You must see where you're going, and sometimes you must see even in the midst of all that's happening around you. I know it's difficult now. I know we're living in a time of pandemic. We're living in a time where we're developing this new vocabulary of social distance. But I want to challenge you to have the proper vision, to see beyond, to see what's coming next, to see down the road. And when you see what's coming next and you see what's coming down the road, you can navigate your life so your life can be successful. You can pull all the potential out of your life when you have the proper vision of seeing down the road. Don't get so focused on the present that we lose sight of the future. So I hope and I pray that you learn to have the proper sense of balance. I hope you learn how to have a good sense of mind to replenish. And I hope that your eyesight is keen so you can see what's coming down the road. This was your empowerment today. Take care. Stay safe.